So everybody, welcome, welcome. Please, if you can mute, I think everybody's muted thus far. I wanted to just start the year off. Happy New Year, by the way, everybody. And thank you for joining us. I wanted to do a workshop because when I spoke to a few of my clients that I help coaching, especially when we did the recipe to product webinar, and then I did a follow-up call with quite a few people. And what everybody was saying, their biggest problem that I realized was not even one of the problems that I realized with talking to the students that signed up for that webinar was that their Instagram page, they don't know how to go about Instagram. A lot of people said that, you know, they're not really sure how Instagram can work for their business. They don't know how to, they're not people that want to constantly be on social media. So trying to make sure this thing doesn't keep switching. But anyway, so yeah, that's how we decided to do this workshop. And I want to play a little preview of a little introduction for those of you who don't know who I am. I just wanted to do a little intro because I get tired of introducing myself. But hello, everybody. My name is Louise Nunga. And I am a serial entrepreneur. I am a Jane of many trades and proud of it. I am a creative. So, and most of you or all of you on here, actually all of you on here, I know personally, and I know that most of you are creatives. And as creatives, it can get overwhelming. So I decided to be the creative that will take the plunge and say, okay, let me start making my voice heard a little bit more so that other creatives can be comfortable being a creative, because being a creative, it comes with a lot of gifts. It comes with a lot of lesson. It comes with a lot of things that we may feel sometimes like it's a curse, because it's like we're all over the place. We can do almost anything, which can be a little bit distracting, a little bit detrimental. But if we know how to really structure our craziness, it can be a beautiful craziness that produces giftings, that produces purpose, and that helps people and can build our empires as well. So today we're going to be talking about Instagram, yeah? And honestly, I'm going to share my screen. I wanted to make sure that I'm not coming on here to tell you guys another way to give you another job, pretty much, because as I know it, it can be very overwhelming as an entrepreneur. You're trying to figure out the many things that you have to already do. You're trying to, you know, figure what is the marketing strategy. You're producing your products by yourself. You're not a big company yet where you have somebody else doing it for you. So me, for the most part, when I take classes, when I go to workshops, you know, I like somebody to give me the easier way out. I don't want somebody to tell me what else I have to add to my plate as an entrepreneur or what else I have to do. And so that's what I try to do in my courses, because I don't believe, like I always say, I don't believe in trying to strengthen your weaknesses. I believe in strengthening your strength and then outsource your weakness. Strengthen your strength, outsource your weakness, because the more we're trying to do what is not our calling, what we're not gifted or passionate about, it slows us down from really ironing out our strength so that we can do, because our strength is what we can do best, where nobody else can do it better than us. Yeah. So when we try to do our weaknesses, we're trying to keep up our social media like everybody else. You see people posting those beautiful pictures. You see people, you know, constantly posting. They're posting beautiful pictures. They're always there. They're posting engaging posts, all of the situation. I know from experience that I was there where my Instagram was very crappy. And so when I realized this, what I'm about to teach you guys today, it saved me a lot of headache. It saved me a lot of money. It saved me a lot of just feeling like my business was not worthy enough. It wasn't being presented the right way, because at the end of the day, your business is like your child. You can't come out slaying and then your business comes out not slaying. You know what I mean? So you have to make sure that how your social media looks is what people are going to perceive about your business. It's just like how you dress your kids at home is the way people are going to judge you and judge your upbringing, judge everything about you. So you can't have a great product and you don't have a great social media presence. Now, I'm not here to teach you how to grow your Instagram followings to 1 million followers, all of that. I don't have that. But I know that I'm here to teach you guys how can you lay those foundations that can position you to be able to where you're ready, that if you go viral, if somebody comes on your business page, whether you have 5 followers, 10 followers, 30 followers, it doesn't matter. It's about, is your foundation correct? Where even if you were talking to one person about a business idea or about your business, you can easily, because Instagram now is your resume. People are not interested in websites anymore. People are not interested in business cards anymore. The main thing that people want to see, especially us millennials, is that your Instagram page. So I wanted to really hand down, that's why I didn't really go into the Facebook part of this. So Jessica, can you mute for a minute? I think you're on mute. Let me try. Yeah, thank you, Mama. So I wanted to talk about Instagram because Instagram is more friendly for businesses. Facebook is a little bit too crowded. Facebook, most of the time, people use it for personal reasons and stuff like that. But Instagram is the place where businesses are thriving, where it's easy to present your business because of the way it is set up. So going about this, I wanted to quickly say that this video is sponsored by Recipe to Product, by my masterclass that I'm hosting. I think I have one or two of my students on here. So I wanted to quickly play that video to do a quick intro, because at the end of the day, you got to plug a little shameless plug in there so that this is not all in vain. So I'm gonna let you guys watch this video. For a second, bear with me.
If you want to sell online, make sure you stand out. Go to Wix e-commerce and create a professional online store that will...
So in this e-course, you are gonna get everything that you need to turn your recipe into a product. Hello, my name is Louise Nunga.
Louise, who owns an online shop that specializes in authentic Afro cuisine.
I have created multiple products for our brand and just iFoods and for other brands. During the pandemic, the restaurant market crashed. But guess what industry sold out? The grocery store packaged food products. Do you have a favorite recipe that you love to cook or everybody compliments you on? Well, guess what? You can turn that into a product. In this e-course, you're going to learn how to create your recipe.
All right. Now that that's out of the way, I'm gonna go ahead. I have to do that. My team needs me to do that. I need to do a shameless plug, so bear with me. So anyway, getting down to business, let me open Instagram. Nobody actually showed me. If you want your page, your Instagram page, for me to audit it, where I would literally go over it and just kind of give you some tips on what doesn't look right and what you can do better. Let me know so that way we can do that. If you want to do it, you can put it in the chat, just put at so-and-so, and I would do it live on here to go through your Instagram page and just give my hints, do an audit. But here is I wish I had a screenshot of what my page used to look like in the past, because it was a hot mess. And about 3 years ago, that all changed for me, where now the page has professional photos, it has inspirational photos, it has great graphics, it has, just you come here and it's yummy, it's easy to understand. You see how it has great graphics, where to find us. if somebody came on here, it's easy for somebody to buy. It's easy to understand what we do as a company. We have inspirational stuff. So it's just, I myself, when I go on my page, I'm like, yes, this is it. But if I really genuinely, if I didn't delete the older pictures, let me see if I can scroll all the way down to the before. It was really, really horrible. Like if you came on the page, you didn't really, it wasn't professional at all. Let's see if I can scroll down so you guys can just kind of see. Started from the bottom type situation, if it's still there, but I think I probably deleted all those old photos so that way, you know, you always, everybody does that when you level, when you level up, you end up deleting the old pictures. But anyway, so this is one of my businesses, and that is looking good as well. And then this is my next business. So with this one, we went with something a little bit different, where different scheme, different colors, different things that we are trying to push, you know, customer review. As you can see, it has a color pattern. It looks good. You can tell what this company does. So yeah, like I was saying, I don't believe in people working and trying to, you don't want to wait till the day that you finally have the time or the energy to be consistent on Instagram. So the trick that I use is what I said, I outsourced it. So about 3 years ago, I decided to, I had to yell at my kids, I'm sorry. But yeah, so I decided to try something new. I don't remember who told me about it or where I heard about it, but about 3 years ago, everything changed for me, because guess what I did? I hired a virtual assistant. Yeah. And I think some of you on here, I have told you time and time again, probably in past conversation, that at the end of the day, don't try to wait till the day that you're going to have the time to be consistent on social media. And so today I want to show you guys, hire a virtual assistant that is going to manage your social media, that is going to manage your content, that is going to create your graphics for you, that follows your vision, that follows your goals that you're trying to meet, or whatever marketing goals that you have. Hire a virtual assistant. Now, I started with my virtual assistant. I found her here on Fiverr, and really on Fiverr, Fiverr is a lifesaver for me. I have so many orders here on Fiverr. I think at this point I need to buy some shares of Fiverr, because Fiverr literally runs my business. You know, all my graphics I get from here. So, but the thing that people also don't understand is hiring somebody on here that will do the work for you. And when I started with my virtual assistant, I started paying her $5 an hour. And back then she was only managing, I think, one page or 2 pages on Instagram. So it only took her, I was paying her about $20 a month, because it was $5. She only needed about 4 hours to post content, create the content, and all whatnot. So, and today she is been with me for a few years now. She's amazing. She's grown with me. She handles all of my, even my personal page. I don't post anymore because I'm not a social media person where I have the energy, the time, or the passion to consistently post every day or every week and stuff like that. And I know that it is important to post for your business. And so how does Fiverr work? So our relationship is very, very simple how that works. You know, I met her on Fiverr, and then she left Fiverr, and she just became, she's like an operations manager at this point. And we communicate through WhatsApp. I can tell her, hey, the vision for this month, I want us to advertise X sale, this sale going on, or this e-course, even this flyer that some of you guys saw. She makes all my graphics and all of that. And I found her on here. Now I know Fiverr can be overwhelming. That's why I'm doing this workshop, because I don't want to be talking about it and not really showing you guys how to do it. So how do you find a virtual assistant for your social media marketing? You come here on Fiverr. You can either just, you know, type it in. You know, you can type in the social media marketing and go through the different people that they have. And you're looking for somebody within your budget and somebody that has some good reviews. And that falls within what you're looking for. That does the different platform, not just one, because she also manages my Instagram, my Facebook, my LinkedIn. She's just a whole round person. But the way I found her was not by going through all of this list of people. What I did was I just created a request. So you can come on here, as you see over here, you can create a post that people would apply for. And you say, okay, what are you looking for? I'm looking for a social media manager, blah, blah, blah. You can even copy, screenshot. Let's say if you saw my Instagram and you liked it, you can screenshot it and post it here that this is the kind of style that you want, or any other person's inspirational page that you like. You can put it on here. And then you can choose a category, which literally it will be graphics and design or any of this. It doesn't really matter, because at the end of the day, they're going to read it and know what it is. And you put your budget on here. If you want to start with $5 at a time, because there are people that are $5, there are people that are $10, $20, it changes. So when you submit that request, then people start reaching out to you or responding to that request for you to be able to give them an opportunity to do the job for you. I don't think it would allow me to show my past requests. Let me see. Yeah, so these are past requests that I have posted. And this is the request that I actually posted, actually still has it in 2018. So I put, I need a multi-talented virtual assistant to manage my YouTube pages, social media, and MailChimp, you know, I put it in here, and then I got 14 offers. Yeah, so it's like putting a job application out there and all these people applied, and everybody has their price point that you're willing to work for. So I went through all of this, and honestly, it's not like I just went through it and I found the perfect person immediately. I did have to try out, kiss a few frogs to get to the right person. So what you do is that you go through them, you see their work, because all of them have reviews, they have past works that you can look at. You can see what they've done in the past, the kind of graphics that they do. It will show you on their profile. So if you go through their reviews, where is it? You go through their reviews, it would actually, some of them would actually show you the work that they've done in the past. So when you go through that, you choose at least 3 people. Choose 3 people that you want to test out with. And don't be scared that they're going to use your information for whatever reason. I've never encountered that here on Fiverr. People just want to work and make their money. So you choose about 3 people that you want to test out, because you're not going to know unless you just find out one person that fits perfectly. You can do one at a time, but you can choose that 3 people or one person and give them a trial period where for a week or a few days, you tell them, you pay them for 1 hour or 2 hours. So you can pay $10 or $5 per person for 1 hour, try them out, give them instruction, because the biggest problem on Fiverr is communication, because most of these people are not here in America. So for some of them, English, you really have to find the one that you're able to communicate with and that understands you very easily and can deliver, because you can still find somebody that does great work. But if your English is not very good, it's going to drive you crazy, because you're going to keep having to repeat yourself. They're not going to understand, or they're going to, you know, not spell your English properly, which I have those glitches here and there, even with my present assistant, but it's not as massive. She's easy to understand the vision, what I'm trying to say. And of course, we had to grow into that, but make sure that you're testing different people out and you're not putting all your eggs in one basket. So if you try out 3 people, you know, and the great thing about Fiverr is that they're not going to pay them until you check mark that you're happy with your order. So as you see over here, let's say for this order that I haven't yet checked that I'm satisfied. I haven't approved it yet. So you have to approve it yet, or you say, no, I'm not ready. And you ask them to do the editing, and they will keep editing until you're satisfied, or you can cancel the order. So that's the great guarantee that Fiverr has as well. But when you try out those 3 people, and then you finally find that one person that will do exactly what you want. And it's easy, because with them, all you have to really do is just go on Instagram and say, okay, copy. Let's say if you wanted your page to look like this, you can say, you know, add mobile beauty, copy the profile, and just come on here and message that person when you send in your requirements, message them and say, this is what I'm trying to go for. This is the look, this is the aesthetic that I want to go for. And if they're smart or if they're really good at it, they'll ask you, okay, what are your company colors? Every company should have company colors. That's where you see when people have their business where the color matches and everything, is that they have company colors that they don't go outside of. So for us, like for Mobile Beauties, our company color is teal. And then for Auntie's iFoods, our company color is red and gold. You can add a little bit of other colors in there, but the main color that you're always going to see is red and yellow, red and gold. So when you have those company color, when she designs, and for my personal page actually is my Luis Nunga page. We just picked the colors, and I think the colors are teal, I can't even remember, teal, gold, and pink. That's correct. Teal, gold, and pink. So when she does my flyers and stuff, which I can't see on here, when she does like my flyer, because that helps them to create content that goes with what to give that uniform look, you know what I mean? So yeah, there you go. So these are my company colors. So every design that she did, since we figure out that company color goes with that, with teal, pink, and yellow. So pick your company color. It could be 1, it could be 2, it could be 3, it doesn't really matter. And then you try them out. And normally what they do when you start communicating back and forth, normally what they do then is that you have to pay a subscription at any automatic scheduling platform. We use Buffer. We used to use this other, I can't remember the name, but there was another company we used to use, and we realized they don't do it for certain social media. So Buffer was the best for us that did it for all the platforms. So we use Buffer. I think Buffer is about $15 a month, if I'm not mistaken. And so she comes in here, I gave her, I set it up, and she comes in here and she sets up. So you can see like this schedules, these are all the different platforms that we have. And she's already scheduled posts that have to go out. As you see here, like these are already future schedules or past schedules that have to go out or are about to go out or have already gone out. And she does that. So what I'm trying to say here, let me stop sharing. What I'm trying to say here is that this is the easy way. In total, I spend probably about, because I have so many pages, my case is different. Some of you may have just one business that you need your person to manage. I have 3 pages that she's managing, both Instagram and Facebook. So I do end up paying a little bit more, but it's still nothing. I probably spend about $50 a month on her posting, planning my social media posting that goes out almost every other day. So that is how that works, guys. Like I said, there is no need for you to try to figure out how to do it, what to do it, and all it works. So now all me and her do is in WhatsApp. We just communicate now in WhatsApp, and I send her the content. If you have a review video or a review picture, you send the content to your virtual assistant, they post it for you, and then from there they do the graphic. You continue communication with them, and it's been easy doing that, and I've been doing that for a couple of years. So I just wanted to share this with you guys, that it's not something, I don't believe that you should be killing yourself trying to figure out how to do this. Hire somebody else, and you can do that for any other thing, whether YouTube video. She does video editing as well, so you find somebody that has, if you want somebody, like for you, Marty, you're in fashion, you may want to find somebody that has a good sense of fashion. For me, since I was in the food and the hair business, I needed a woman. I didn't want to hire a male virtual assistant, because I wanted somebody that when I say this hairstyle of braids, I wish it was black, because she would know the different types of braids and stuff like that. But over the years, she now knows the different types of braids and whatnot. So you also pick based on what you know that will go with your company's services or products. And then that's pretty much that. I am trying to stop this and it's not working. Why are you not doing this to me? So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. I will try to put this back up. I will stop and take some questions. If anybody has any questions.
I have a question.
Sure.
So this is actually in regards to the original webinar that you had. is there an opportunity to jump on that? Because I missed it. I never got a chance to see it.
Yes, there is. If you go to recipe, I'll put it in the chat. We just did our first class last week. So, and we just did just introduction and just talk mostly about mindset. And today we're doing this. So we haven't really gotten into the meat of it. So if anybody wants to join, and really it's for any product that you want to create is what the masterclass is for. So I've created quite a few different products, whether from braiding hair to food products, to apparel. Actually the slippers, this cute slippers that I'm wearing that we did for my hair business, you know, I did some flops. So I have a experience in different, so it's really for any product. So if you're interested in joining, yes, there's still time to join.
Okay, and where was it again?
Let me put in the chat, recipe and the number 2 to product, recipe2product.com.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey, Louise,
Yes, ma'am.
I had a question. How are you?
I'm good. Go ahead, mama.
So I'm actually glad I did this because I've been looking for, you know, an assistant to help, you know, everything you basically explained.
Mhm.
So my question is, how do you know which like site is the best for freelancers? Because I was trying to do, I think it's called Upwork or something to
Yeah,
find a freelancer. But
Uh-huh.
it seems like the communication is a little more difficult because these are people from all over the world,
Right.
India, all these places where I guess, you know, they respond on their time
Mhm.
and the interaction isn't right away.
Right.
So how do you know which site is good to find freelancer? How did you know this one was like the best for you?
So it was experience, and I've been using Fiverr now for probably 7, 8 years. I've tried Upwork. Honestly, Upwork is complicated for me. I feel like Upwork is for more so companies that have some kind of technical understanding, because it's not as easy as Fiverr. Fiverr is just easy. I mean, anybody, the instructions, the order way is easy to communicate. It's easy, you know, to just approve. We've used Upwork once, and I only used it because my manager was the one that did it. She was able to find a local professional photographer, because they also have people that are local here in America, and it worked out very great. But besides that, Fiverr is easier than Upwork. Upwork, I haven't used Upwork. I tried a few times. It was too complicated. Now with Fiverr, you send your message in and they're going to respond the next day, you know, because the time difference or whatever, some of them respond immediately, but it's not an issue. So once you start, and you can try it out, because if you've tried Upwork and it's not working, then try Fiverr. It doesn't cost anything to try it and see if it works. I think it will work out better, especially if you're not a technical person.
Okay, thank you.
And then how you know which person to work with is, like I said, you have to test out, you know, pick 2 or 3 people. You look at their reviews. For you, you know, you do the travel. So maybe see their reviews. If you see one past customer that they had that was a travel related situation, that's a good look, because the person has worked with somebody in that market. It kind of makes it easier. They don't have to, but it helps to kind of, you know, pick your person that you want to try out. Or if you're in food and you see somebody that has worked with somebody that came and gave a review for your food business, it helps. Or if it's fashion, whatever it is, that helps as well. And then eventually you guys, because with us, she left Fiverr, she's no longer on Fiverr. So she left Fiverr for some reason, but we continued off of Fiverr because now she's on a monthly payroll. So, but I think Fiverr will, because Fiverr is by hours, by jobs. So I guess with Fiverr, if you were to continue using it, then you would just say, if you find somebody, then every month, if it's the $20, $40, you put your request in every month, and then they do the work or whatever, and it continues that way. Any more questions?
Well, I don't necessarily have a question, but I was wondering if you would review my Instagram.
Sure. Can you put it in the chat?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I'll put the websites. Does anybody have any question before we do the review?
Hey, Louise, I had a question.
Uh-huh.
I wanted to ask, one, like when you were hiring her, like what did she need from you? Did you have to provide a lot of the content or the direction, or was she kind of innovative in what she provided? Like, was it more labor intensive in the initial setup process?
So let me share so that it makes sense. I get exactly what you're asking because I myself, I was thinking the same thing too, like, oh my God, when you think of it, you feel like it's so much work. But what we do is we use Google Drive, which is amazing. So in Google Drive, I just created a Google Drive, or she creates a Google Drive and adds me. And then let's say, for example, mobile beauties. Mobile beauty, these are content. So she's on all of this. This are content she's created. So I have access to it. She has access to it. And then if I have one just for reviews. So like I created a drive where it just says, let's say beautician, profile pictures. It would be in there. For my food business, which she has access to as well. So we'll just use Google Drive because most of us already have videos, pictures, content. So I just created, like for this, reviews and random videos is where I just dump things that happen, even though she has added some graphics in here. So if I took a picture with my product at a party, I just drop it in here and she uses it. If I do a video, I film this video and then she takes it and, adds onto it and creates content from it. So no, you just have to create a Google Drive and then you dump all the pictures from you, because the person has to know you don't get to select which picture they're using. You're just giving them that, hey, this month or so, or maybe this is the vision of the page. It doesn't have to be anything drastic. You can say, okay, this is how I want it to look like. Maybe you want one column, because when we started with mobile beauties, one column was only, inspirational words. Then one column was only our actual hair review photos, and the other one was only like product. Like there's so many ways that you can, tell the person. You should give them some kind of direction. But that's where the trying out comes in, because you want the person that can understand you the easiest. So that way you're not stressing yourself out by that's why I said it's very important to try different people in the beginning, and you find that person that gets your vision, where you don't have to explain so much and you don't have to micromanage and tell them move this here, move this there, all the situation. So with her, which it grows. It doesn't mean that they have to get you exactly everything right there, but it grows with time, where when they understand working for you, they already know your style. They are learning your style. And then eventually you have to say less. You just tell them, hey, I need a flyer. This is what it needs to say. This is what we're going for. And that's it. And she creates the flyer. She already knows the company color. She already knows what I like based on experience. And then that goes.
Okay.
So in the beginning page, or in the beginning, if you're just testing them out, you're not using Google Drive then, because then you can just say, okay, hey, you do have to give them your login, yeah? Or they can create it for you. If you don't have a login or you don't have a business page, they can do that too. She's created, LinkedIn pages. She's created, pages for me before, and just gives me the login information. So you can give them the login information, or they can create it and give it to you. If you have a company password, so I have a company password that goes across the board for all of us. So it makes it easier to know what company passwords are. We have about 2 or 3 main ones that we always use. So you can say, okay, I need somebody, and how you test them out for 3 days. You just do 3 days. Okay, post for 3 days, twice a day or once a day or 3 times a day. These are the pictures that I would like you. These are pictures that I've used in the past that I want you to create graphics from. And my company colors are red and black. And that's it. And then watch what they do with it.
Okay, and allow them to navigate the language of it.
Creative.
So the language, you mean like the captions and stuff? So
Right.
The captions and stuff, when we started, yes, I did have to give her a few captions to go with, but just for her to know what I'm going for. I don't give her captions anymore. All my captions for the past 2 years, I don't remember the last time I gave her a caption, but she sounds exactly like me. Like to the point where even if you go on my personal Instagram, she's the one that posts for me for my, professional posts that I do on Instagram. But you can give them an inspiration, because for her, I can say, hey, share, can you share content, inspirational content about African food? Google it. She'll Google it. All they do is they Google it, African food, and some history. Like I say, okay, share to my students, even those of you that are on our webinar list, you'll see some information here and there. She's the one that does all of those emails. So I can just give her the scope of what it is that I'm thinking, yeah, as much as I can. Hey, I want us to share Africa, and I can give her a sample. Like I've done, like I'll go to a blog that has some samples of what I'm looking for, send her that link. Hey, can you mimic this, but expand more on it? Send some inspiration, post inspirational for the braiding, post inspirational braids that are trendy right now. So let's say Rihanna got some braids, she can go search on the, they know how to do those things. So they know to go search on Instagram what is trendy in braids. They repost that. Like my first highest that we got about 5,000 likes on the Mobile Beauties hair thing. She found it. She just found a viral post and posted it. And we got like so many followers and like 5,000 likes the first time ever. So they know how, when you find a good one, they know where to look for it. They know what works. And they're very good at telling you what will not work. So there was a time also that I asked her to follow people, when it was trendy that you go and follow many people, and so that they follow you back and then you unfollow them, even though now Instagram will shut your account down. So she used to do that. And then after she'll be like, no, we can't do that because they will shut down, they will flag your account. So a good one also will tell you the rules and regulation of social media, the algorithm, what works, what doesn't work.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Any other questions before we go to Maud's? Okay.
Louise, sorry. I've also learned one tip for anybody who's on Instagram that you can go to people's pages, like at least like 5 pictures, put like one simple comment like, oh, this is beautiful, or something for you to be under their picture that, based on how many people also view that picture and make a comment, they'll be able to click and follow you.
I've noticed that.
Yeah, I learned that on what is this thing that we all Clubhouse. I joined a group on Clubhouse which was giving advice. They did the same thing. Basically, they go on your Instagram, critique you, tell you what needs to be done and not done. And one of the advice they gave was, you just go on people's page based on how many followers they have, the most liked picture, like it, put a comment, and at least 3 people are going to click and see who's this person and review your page.
Thank you so much for that. And that's very true. And with that as well, hire somebody to do that, because you're not going to keep up with it. If you're as busy as I am and you're a mom and doing all of that, that's something that you can tell your virtual assistant, because she responded in the past, she's responded back to comments. She'll ask me, if she doesn't know how to respond, she'll ask me, hey, somebody sent this picture. Somebody complained that they bought their puff puff mix at the store and the salt or the sugar, they get a complaint. The inbox, she gets the inbox because she's logged in. So with that as well, you can just give that person the direction on what that's what you want to do. I might, thank you for that. I'm gonna tell mine to start doing that too, because I see that a lot of times.
So you don't even have to follow. All you do is just like a few pictures, say a nice comment, they're gonna respond.
And they have apps. I think they have automated apps that does that.
Yeah, so if you come now, you like my page and comment, I'm gonna be like, oh, who is this? And I'm gonna click and look who this is that comment on my picture.
Yeah. And your picture has to be, that's why it's important, your presentation as well, because if they come there and you have to wait, before you do that, create your foundation of your page first. So when they come there, they actually want to see something that will make them follow.
Yes.
Especially your profile picture as well. Because I've done it sometimes where if I'm looking at a comedy video, it's all in the comment section nowadays. And I see other companies, but companies be taking it too far. Like you don't just come randomly and be saying some nonsense about follow me, buy my book.
Say something random.
Right.
I hate girl, check this out.
Check this out. I sell this. So yeah. But the comment of, hey, this is beautiful, definitely true. That's why your profile picture has to really be good, and your foundation has to be lit for you to start before you start doing that. Make sure your foundation and your content is set up.
Okay, so I was wondering if there are people on Fiverr that can help you grow your Instagram. You're muted.
No, they are. A lot of friends people buy followers these days, a lot of friends buy, so it's on there. But the thing about that is that you have to be careful to meet the honest person that will tell you, because that's how people also start blocking. You start having issues with logging into your account, or people's account have gotten hacked, hijacked and all of that stuff. But it does exist. You can search on Fiverr. And what I've tried Fiverr on a YouTube video before. I think my highest viewed YouTube video, which has, I think, 5,000 views, years ago, I tested it out to see whether something would go wrong, something would actually work, and it actually worked. I haven't done it again since then. Why? I don't know. But what they'll do is they'll position your page or shout out your page at certain popular places, or some of them actually just get random it's not organic. So you have to make sure you look for organic people that say they will get you organic actual people.
Yeah, that's what I want. Not
Yeah,
the
some
fake,
people
not
use
the fake
robots.
ones.
Yeah, most people use fake. If you go to people like now, when you go to Instagram, it's not about somebody has 100,000 followers. Go on your videos, go on your past content and see how many likes and views they're getting. If you have 100,000 followers and you're getting 50 likes, 100 likes, it's bought.
Correct. Something is wrong.
Yes.
I know.
Yeah, and it's good to also do real videos. When you do real videos, it's not only like just dedicated to your page, because when you go on Reels, you get an opportunity to see different videos. So as you're making these real videos, like since you're doing fashion, you can do videos of you changing your clothes or advertisement, whichever way you want to put your fashion out there, and put a lot of hashtags. So when I go on Instagram now and I'm like, okay, hashtag dress, or basically whichever you're selling, your video and your reel is going to come up.
And
so
then you brought
also be some options.
Great. The hashtag is important. In the beginning, I had to give her hashtags. I forgot to mention that. With the hashtags, I had to train her what type of hashtags works, especially because my brand is African, and then hair braiding. It's not like a regular thing that she could just figure it out. So I had to tell her, especially for my hair business, that, hey, the cities, put Douglasville braiders or Douglasville hair braids, hashtag Douglasville, hashtag Atlanta, hashtag Lawrenceville.
Yeah.
Like I had to give her a list of different cities and the state that my business is in to make sure that the hashtag, so at the beginning I had to send her a list of hashtags.
It worked because somebody reached out to me and I asked me, he said, oh, he just put hashtag the resort, or he had put something that made my profile come up. Then he was able to look at all the things that I have posted for traveling. So hashtags are definitely important in reels, because people like vision. They want to see things. They want to be like, oh, this is nice. They want to see how it looks on you. A lot of people prefer to be visioned and reading through all this information, because even me, I don't like reading long paragraphs. I'm like, this is too much. I just want to see it and move on. So that's also an idea.
Awesome. And please make sure your camera is on point. I had to invest in a camera, and I had to change my mind and say, you know what, as much as I'm not a phone person with every newest phone I buy, but at some point I had to be like, to get quality pictures, you have to upgrade your phone. If your phone it's a business investment, get you a great phone that takes great photos, because no matter how like it improved from the pictures I sent before to now, when I updated my phone, it's much better for them to have great. She would literally tell me like, Louise, this photo is low quality picture. We can't use this. So you have to make sure that you invest in a phone or camera, whatever it is. So you are giving them good content to work with, where when they add the graphics and all of that, it looks amazing. Even for TikTok, what I haven't tried yet that you guys, Mina, I don't know if you've tried it before, or Maud, you can try it, especially for fashion. You know how you see those TikTok videos?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, you throw your clothes, you're switching clothes.
Yeah.
I watch those videos all the time. And it's very I'm like, wow, people are talented. It brings attention.
Yeah. Now, what I haven't done is gone and look for somebody on TikTok that can do that, because that still gives me work. That means I still have to film the video and send it. I don't think but like for you, Ekene, is, filming those videos and then letting somebody else edit it. So you don't, because I don't know how to do TikTok videos. I don't want to learn any new thing. I'm just tired. So I'm just like, outsource it. Like you can find TikTok social media person where you just send them the content and they do the whole video thing and blah, blah, blah. I'm sure if you send a video of you dropping your clothes and a video where you've worn it, somebody can merge it and make it make sense or something. So yeah, don't do it. I am just here to say, don't try to figure it out. Hire somebody. You can afford $20 a month. You can afford 10, 30, 40, whatever it costs a month to make sure that your brand looks like an actual brand. Where if you're talking tomorrow, if you ran into Oprah tomorrow, is your Instagram page worthy? If you're stuck in an elevator with an angel investor and you say, my business, this, oh, let me show you. Can your business speak for you?
And with TikToks, as much as you hire somebody, you have to do it. Like,
I know.
Invest. I don't know. You have to invest in like the stand cameras, the camera stick that's long, which stands with nice lighting. As Louise said, like a good phone camera. Maybe somebody can be recording it with you, but the switching outfits, that's definitely you have to do it.
Right. You have to. Yeah.
So.
And that's why I have not done it yet. I have not even tried to find a TikTok person because I just don't, I don't have the energy or the time. What I have right now is going to have to do for now. I can't keep myself. Any more questions? Let me go to Kenneth's page. Maud, let's see your page, which I think your page is fantastic. I don't even know. I'm not worried about your page because I think you've been doing an amazing job.
So I think what I need is to bring more people through. More customers.
So, yeah, so your name being on here is not going to make me click it. I think you should put a photo of your actual, one of your best, like this is amazing. I think if you put this picture, you know, something that would know, because unless they know your name, it doesn't really matter. Like this, something like this that lets them know it's fashion, it's a dress, and one of your highest liked pictures.
Okay.
I don't think, because if it's just a canai, if I don't know who you are, I'm not going to click on it. Yeah.
Thank you.
But as far as your content is amazing. I mean, you're pretty much doing, I would say invest a little bit more on the quality of the pic. Do some professional photos as well, because most of these photos I feel like are okay, but they're not like, your dresses are way high end for these pictures, if that makes sense. Like for somebody who is average, it's fine. But I think that you actually either you have to get a professional camera or invest in I don't know which phones nowadays.
I was gonna say also maybe invest in a drone, because one of my sister-in-law, she's trying to also do fashion, and the drone is really nice because you don't need anybody to really direct. I mean, you definitely need training on working it, but the drone kind of like is your own personal video camera to record the whole thing. And the quality is nice.
All right, so I did buy a professional camera. See, like these pictures right here in the middle that you're looking at?
Yeah.
The one with the blue hair. No, further down, the one with the blue hair. Those were all taken in the African print dress with the blue hair. All those pictures were taken with the professional camera. So what I know I'm gonna do once I get back to the States is I'm going to start using models as well, and having them put the stuff on and use the professional camera and take their pictures.
The drone idea is I've never heard of that, but that makes perfect sense. So the drone will literally be in front of you going slow motion up and down. Yeah.
Yeah. If you I don't know if you see my travel page. So
yes,
Nina,
I have.
She used the drone, and the drone went out, recorded the whole resort, came back recording us like basically you're coming from the front door, coming straight towards us, and go back out in the scenery. So it not only records, it also takes pictures. So if you want someone to like see the whole dress with a good background scenery, it's able to do that for you.
Not the expensive drone, right? I hope they are cheaper.
It's different ones. She told me I think hers was like 8 or 9. So I guess it's based on the price and the quality, but I definitely want to invest in one to record like, you know, destinations and stuff.
Yeah. And that makes sense. Like for you, Ma, like when you're walking, I know you're always having your camera stand and everything like in your highway. So imagine if you're down on your road and the drone is in front of you, capturing you walking, front, back, and all of. But that's another thing you will have to learn how to use too, though. That's
that's the only thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would definitely look into that.
But that's a great idea. Anybody else has a page? Let me go to Minette's page. So okay, Minette, what's your page again?
Mimi's Travel. There, yeah.
To show what she's talking about.
Okay, so like the way you're in your Instagram now, all of those comments and stuff, you won't click on it. You'll let your assistant handle that?
I don't click. Yeah, she responds to them. She gets the alerts.
Is this video here with Nina? Go down. I think even this one with the African, go up.
This one?
That one is she used for a drone. You can click it and see.
Yeah.
So record it, like all of us. She made the video like this. Like you see how it gets the whole scenery.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And that's you guys down there.
Yep.
So does it make sense to have a drone, Minette, and a professional camera?
I think you pick one. The difference with the camera, of course, camera can't record like this. But I even want to invest in the drone. See how it goes from the front to the back. Luis, can you go back to the other video? Sure. To me, I think a drone is better. Seeing what Nina can do. This one right here with the African. Yeah.
And the pictures are clear with the drone.
What'd you say?
The pictures are clear with the drone.
Look at this. This is beautiful.
Yeah,
I saw this
so
video.
you see, yeah. So this is the drone doing this. I think the quality is based on your phone because she connects her phone to it. And her phone.
This is all drone?
Yes, this is drone.
Wow. Okay. So
So how is she, but you have to be controlling it while it's working, yeah?
Yes.
So how do you control it while you're posing?
So that's what she did since I'm the one helping her model it.
Okay.
Whoever is helping her or whoever's with her will either be the one recording it, doing the drone, or she would do it.
That would be weird though.
I'm definitely going to invest in one.
Yeah. That's amazing. No wonder. I was wondering where you guys were getting your content like that.
Yeah, so I've just learned to like do a lot of real videos. Like the littlest video that you think it doesn't matter, that's the one that people will go and look at it. It's got all these stuff going on with comments and followers.
And so, and this also over here, I don't know if I mentioned, those are like the little highlights things are important as well. And you can tell them to do highlights. You got to figure out the names of stuff as well, which is easy, go on YouTube and search what this are. It took me days to figure out what the hell do you call this to be able to tell her what it is before I figured out it's called highlights or highlight circles or whatever, so that she can create highlight circles. So like for you, Ekene, you can, have your highlight that, okay, brighter clothes, but it matters. Like for ours, it's like the content, it has to be something eye-catching as well. I don't know if let's see, it has to be.
The lady said it's all about content, colors, video, just stuff that that attracts people's eyes.
Right. So she came here and you can put different things. I think I like the mobile beauties one. The mobile beauties one is the one that we did. She would do they can do graphics. You see, like with this one, since ours is like a service base, we just kind of put it here so they know exactly what to go for. You know what I mean? And it's more instruction. It's not more for content, it's more for educational purposes and content. I mean, information. But yeah. So these are pictures that, videos we took or pictures that we did. And then I just drop it in the, and she gets an alert every time that, hey, something came into the Dropbox, and she knows what to do with it, how to use it. And that is that. Anybody else has an Instagram page they want to? Stephanie?
Oh yeah, me. I have one. Tacos Home Bakery. Yeah.
So I think for this one as well, the same thing. This profile picture, like if you want to do what Minette was saying, you got to put a cake on here. Because this is the logo, that's great. It's great that it's on here, and then on here as well. And like I said, not you, but I'm telling you guys this thing on what to tell and how to test girls and how to test your virtual assistant. Because like, again, I don't want to give you more work. I don't believe in trying to figure out new ways. Like, if you have your small money, you got to get a job, whatever it is, hire and get somebody else. White people don't do all these minor things, Sha. They have a whole team. So until then, we shall figure cheaper ways of doing it. But I think here should be a cake.
I wanted to give an idea, like maybe you should do some professional pictures and one with you holding a cake or something.
She has that.
So you can sell your
I
stuff.
have one. I have one picture like that
Yeah.
actually.
But it's not professional enough though. You still took that picture. You actually, everybody needs an actual professional, like not even with your camera. Like, I mean, like hiring.
Yeah,
That's
like
one
a
of the best.
photographer, yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the best things I did because, and it forces you, once you go professional, trust me, you will not post any average picture again. Once you start doing professional photos where you hire somebody to do your photos for you, change outfits, different cakes, whatever, and you reuse those content, because that's what we did. You reuse, or if you have your average photos, you still give it to your person, because let's say like a photo like this, your virtual assistant can take it and add more content around it that makes it look even if it means they're putting in a small, let me show you what I mean. They're putting in a small circle, they're adding small graphic, it just make, you see like this, a regular picture. But by the time she finished doing all of this, it makes it look, you know what I'm saying? It just presents it more better. You know, this as well is a picture, but she changed the background. This was a picture from my phone. This is a professional picture. This other one down here, yeah. But by the time she changed the background, you can't really tell. So that's the difference between us trying to do it ourselves than just hiring somebody where that's your strength. Like, it's your strength to do it. You know, little things like this matter. It's more enticing to look at it. It's more, now this one, we had a professional. This is the lady that we found on Upwork. So if you do, and then getting one of these boxes, the photo booths, the photo boxes, if you have a smaller product, that's where I take my pictures from. I have, girls, I'm about to come out there. And you take it in the photo booths, the white, you know, those box photo things that we've all seen on whatever. It's been a life, so I haven't.
Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that.
It's been a lifesaver. But using it alone, you know, sometimes it's not enough. So when I take it in there, like this one, you know, those pictures or whatever, I take it in there and then I send it to her, and then she adds on all this jargon on there. Now, imagine if it was you posting this picture, because you have so much to do, you will not be thinking that, add flower here, add other. Now, you just post the picture that, let me just get it out, or do you will do the bare minimum, because you're handling, juggling a lot of things for the business, even holidays. I don't be remembering holidays. And that's something that we're still working on, because I have to constantly remind her, and I keep forgetting to remind her that, hey, these are the holidays in America. Make sure you post something towards the holiday, because I realize that's something I'm not doing yet. I'm not doing promotions during holiday season. Like for you, Stephanie, with your business, you will tell your person, hey, make sure that's the important thing to list, that, hey, holiday season, you're posting holiday friendly content, you're posting a sale or whatever it is. I know for Christmas, we didn't even do Christmas this year. I don't think we did, but
that's one of my issues. I don't have time to like do that. Like this year, last year I tried to do like a Christmas cake for just like a Christmas season, but I hardly do that. That is true.
What's our Instagram again?
Tacos Bakery.
Tacos Home Bakery.
Tacos Home Bakery.
TAKO.
Here it is. So it's not about you doing it. That's what I was trying to show you. It's about you repurposing this, and then they add the contents that is Christmas. It's not about you filming new. That's what I was trying to show you here. It's not about you filming new video. You have enough content, Stephanie. You've taken a lot of photos, a lot of pictures. It just needs that small taste and repurposing. She's used a lot of content on here over and over that I've done, you know, a long time ago, or I just did. It's just about adding the graphics to reflect that. Let me see. Like,
Luis, when you repurpose the content, do you now remove the older one, or you leave it?
You repurpose the content to reflect what you're trying. So you're just changing the graphics.
Right, but do you leave, like, say for instance, you have like this right here, you have a basic picture of, is that Chin Chin or Puff Puff? Okay, and then she now takes it and as a graphic. Would you remove the previous, or you just leave it?
No, you leave it, because not everybody saw this.
Okay.
Sometimes you do have to post the same pictures a couple of times, because not everybody saw it.
Okay.
So people leave it. I'm trying to see where I can find. So Stephanie, let's say, for example, I can't find what I'm looking for. But if she used, let's say something like this, and it was a Christmas card over here, Happy Christmas, it was one of your picture of your food thing. That's what I'm talking about. It's not you actually taking background. You should do that.
Okay.
See, like the previous year, this is what she did, like 5 days to Christmas. These are all inspirational.
Oh,
I didn't post them. This is, Christmas, Christmas gifting. This was not my chin-chin. This was an inspirational chin-chin. You don't have to post only your stuff as well. You can post inspirational stuff. I had to make sure that I remind her to put underneath and give the credit to who it belongs to, because people have in the past, when she didn't do that, somebody came and said, you stole my picture, and they came on the comment section. It was a whole situation. So people do take it personal, but you can put it on there inspirational, and you give the credit to, 7 days to Christmas, just little things like this just gives that.
okay.
This is the only content that I have posted. I took like years ago, which is not even professional, but I used the background. But those are the
So it's
only.
what I did. If you go back to my page, I have like this because I have Wix too as my website. I use it's my website. So
you already have all of this. Like, these are all Christmas content that you can use next year. All they will do is just add the graphics to it, add the message. Because get it, most people not add messages to your photos, because when somebody is scrolling on your page, they may not click on it unless it entices them. They may not click. We do it all the time. Like, we want to see, like you say, buy now, then I can click and say, oh, like, this is what she's selling, or starting at $25 or something, all those things. But they will make it, I can tell that you are doing this versus somebody, professional.
yeah.
And that sets your price as well, where I'm a premium brand, and I had to get comfortable with that. I had to grow into that mindset. But, I had to realize that, okay, I can't sell my puff puff mix for $1.99. I just can't. I'm a gourmet, premium, whatever, and you have to present yourself as such. But a to-do for this year, if I wanted to say to everybody, do a professional photo shoot. Invest the money in it. It's a one-time thing that you can use for years. The last time I did it was 2 years ago, and it changed. Like, I have photos that I still have not even used. You know what I mean? And it changes, it does something. It's just the same thing. Like, they say, go and rent an expensive car just to change your mindset or whatever. It works. This photo shoots and all those things. Because now, see, when she's doing this content, she's still using old photos that I did, the photo shoot that I did years ago. And it's just a one-time thing. So even if it's going to cost you $1,000, because by the time maybe you hire a photographer, a makeup artist, I hired a stylist, because I was just like, I don't even want to think about it. I just want to show up, and everybody, it's one-time investments, and that's it. So I think I spent maybe $1,500. But I've used that content over and over and over and over and over again. So just think of it.
Tell yourself, because everybody, they definitely look at you and they want to see the person behind the product.
Right. So for your products, even with our products, like the professional photos that I was showing you guys that will hire somebody, hire somebody that will come and do your photos for you, for your food products or for your products or whatever, like, little photos like this. As much as I was visualizing and seeing everybody else, bloggers, they post these nice pictures, it's not my calling. I can't figure out that you put the small butter there, you put the cloths under, those small things, you throw small this and that. I will not be able to put. So when I hire somebody to get those photos, so it's like, I tried
to do that too. When I did my Christmas cake this year, I try to I think it's called to dress up the background or whatever, right?
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard too sometimes.
Yeah. So don't try to figure it, like these little things, they pop in. We wouldn't figure that out. We have bigger things to worry about, where the business is going, how you're going to pay your bills, your business bills, and all those situations. Like, even this, I didn't tell her to post. She's not African. How does she know that gari and puff puff can be gone with pig milk and peanuts?
Oh,
I didn't get it from me. She just knows that, okay, we sell puff puff, it's from Nigeria, Cameroon, West Africa. So she just goes on the hashtags, or she searches for African, other African profiles that maybe have puff puff on there. And she goes and says, okay, like, she gives credit over here. Like, she can say, okay, those are things, an African food blog. I'm sure she just hashtag African food blog, and then goes there for inspiration photos. She goes there and say, okay, do they have a puff puff thing, whatever they said, and then that's it. So I didn't tell her, post this or I didn't give her the details, but they do need to, but it grows into that. You do need to give them direction of where you're going, what it is, explain to them. Like, I had to Google Puff Puff, send her a link to read what Puff Puff is, what Chin Chin is, you know, what Fufu and Arrow is, and all that situation, so that she knows the tags to post on there. I'm trying to see what other, this one too that I did. I don't know what I'm waiting for. I haven't posted. That's another thing you can do. All this comedians, to get a comedian or a blogger or whatever to do you a video. Those are things that people do as those influencers and stuff like that. It didn't work out that great for me because I'm not promoting it yet. I am my own biggest problem. But yeah, things like that. Any other question or input? And also here on your bio, it should say what you are. There's a oh, girls, Sydney, you're gonna go on timeout now. So like what you do on here, because I've had to keep changing this over and over. People read what is up here and it has to be one sentence. And you keep editing. It never becomes perfect. As your business grow or whatever, you keep editing and editing till you get it right. You know, but you have to find that one sentence that when somebody comes on your page, they're able to tell, I forget what they say. It's like the who, yeah, I help, or our company, what your company does, and who your target audience is how they say. So Ekene, if you're saying we are let's say you're a bride, even though you're not, or we let's say you're a bride, we help brides look amazing on their wedding day. Something that when the person who is looking for, like if somebody who's a creative and in business comes here, they understand that I am speaking to them. So you have to be speaking to your person. So if a bride comes on there, what will she see? What your business? Let's go to your page again. Will she see what you
say? Go back and see what.
Yeah. So you have to add to this. This doesn't. You're a fashion designer. That's great. You can add that there, but you have to put something on there.
Okay.
We make, you know, we help, or we, since it's a company, it's a we, you know, haute couture, Afrocentric, we make haute couture, something, some one sentence that embodies, you're talking to your target audience and you're saying what you do as well.
Okay, all right, I'll change that and I'll change that picture.
Yeah. Yep, Catherine. Yep, this is perfect. Custom cakes for all events. So okay. You cannot just put, you know, if you had put just we make cakes, you know, or something, or you can still add more to that. But I think this is, you know, straight to the point. You have your information on there. It has your location. So locations are also good. If you're a location-based business, it's good to put it on there. And then eventually remove this no DMs orders.
Okay.
Because even though I get what you're saying, just you want to present yourself as if you don't even have those kind of people. Your audience is high class. You get, for branding purpose, because when you put it in there, it's just like, okay, people are not taking you serious. People are DMing you for prices, so you're not kind of, if somebody that has a high-end wedding or whatever will feel like, okay, you're not there yet. So it's like, yeah, it's like you not complaining. I've heard that I can't remember. You don't go on social media to complain about what a client or somebody said about you, because now you're influencing everybody that is reading now to start thinking of you or suspecting you of what you're thinking that you're reporting. Does that make sense? Like you can't come and say, people be telling me that I'm stuck up all the time and I don't even know why and da. If I wasn't thinking you're stuck, we all do it. If I wasn't thinking you're stuck up, you have now implanted that seed in my mind. One day you will do some little thing that will make me suspect that maybe people are right what they say about you. So for your business, it's the same thing.
Okay. Can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead.
You need to, you shouldn't be following more people than people are following you. So you need to reduce those. You need to, if it's not a business page, unfollow the person.
Okay.
So you need to at least, since you have 214 followers, you should reduce your following to like 100 or 150.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, because most of those people are probably
I've gone through all my exactly. If do you have
they are friends.
Do you have a personal page?
I do.
Okay, so people that are friends here, unfollow them. They'll understand.
Yeah.
Go unfollow. If it's not a business follower, unfollow them.
You see right here, we had to unfollow. Trust me, this used to be more than this. We unfollowed until it's here.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And also, I was going through your Instagram, and like Louise says, I think you should definitely change your phone camera or content because it's not as clear or like professional. And then some of the pictures you're repeating them like 3 times with the same content. So unless you're trying to make it like a video or a slide or some way to make it appealing, you don't have to double put the same pictures back to back to back.
Okay.
And the good thing is that
spread, they're like right next to each other back to back.
right.
All right.
But we're not telling you to do it. We're saying hire somebody to do it. This is the instructions you're giving them because obviously you've already said you don't have the time. Don't try to make yourself have the time because the good thing about everybody on here is that your businesses are even more than like the same thing I said to Akenai is you can see that the level of this is like high end, but the picture, it will make me want to even actually discuss price with you to reduce price or anything like that. But if you have, because even if you have listen, I have all kinds of professional photo. I have a Canon, whatever they call it. I have a Vlog one and all the situation. I have lighting. If you look in here, I have like 2-3 lights, but that's not my gifting. So it's not going to come out the way a professional would do it. So just, even though you have your pictures, take it, but even though you keep learning and learning, if it's not something that has to do with your purpose or what you're building, outsource it.
Okay. Yeah, I just need to I can always
look at the cakes. Like your cake level is like, just like I was saying, Kene, like this is game. Like look at it. I mean, guys, am I speaking or am I speaking?
The cakes look nice.
Yeah, and it tastes good too.
Really nice.
Thank you.
Wow.
Yeah, I think I just need to, I don't have time to like really, and then especially when I'm done like baking, I just like take a picture real quick and I'm so tired.
Yeah, so you're gonna,
time to...
so your bunch, so what you're doing is, what do they call it? Bunch, something they call it. It's like you're batching. Yes, you're batching. So you're creating a one day, just since you've missed baking, you see how now you have free time, build your content. Pick one day that you're going to do cookies, you're going to do cake, 1 cake or 2 cake, your cookies, your cupcakes, whatever. The person, and you hire a food is different. A regular photographer is not a food photographer, 2 different people. Okay. A fashion photographer is not a regular, because there's different angles to that. They will not dress it up. They will not do all of that. And then you can go to Upwork, because that's where we went. Then you can go to Upwork to find somebody locally within your budget, or you can go online and try to find a food photographer locally. I think hours, we paid $160 because she was like something for 2 hours. I think it was 160 or 150, something. And she came in for 2 hours, took all those pictures and everything, because I'm not saying that every photo should be professional, but it should be mixed. By the time you have a virtual assistant, then your regular photo mixed with your professional. If you have one average photo here, one professional here, mixed together, it still makes.
Can I tell? Let me tell this girl. Like, I follow other like food Instagrams, right? Like cake Instagrams. There's this lady called, like, she's called what's her name again? Cakes by Lele or something like that. Is it Cakes by Lele? Like, if I want to, there she is. Like, the way her page is, it's like,
that's the type of profile picture I'm talking about. You see her with the cake, like,
Yeah, so
the picture.
I look at it and I like it, but I'm like, I don't know how to like get that background or get those kind of people. I look at her picture. I know of it is professional, being professionally taken, right? But even the background, like I want my page to look like just clean. I know mine doesn't look as clean like this, but that's the vision that I have in my mind, and I want to see my Instagram page, right?
This doesn't
So
look like her background. It looks more like the quality of the picture.
Right.
Yeah, and then
okay.
she probably just put it in one isolated corner like that.
Yeah, it's not really her background. It's just, you can just
Yeah.
tell it's her pictures, really.
Okay.
Mhm.
So I think for you, Stephanie, what you can look for in your virtual assistant is somebody that does a little bit of photo editing.
Mhm.
If you're not going more of the content, then you can ask them, you can put in your request, must have little experience with photo editing, so that when you send them your picture, since you're going more for the, and I get what you're saying, it's more for the, you see directly what it is, then they can clean it up a little bit before they post it. Because sometimes she's had to do that for some of my pictures, where she can add a little bit of light or crop it out. Like with her, she seems to be using the same background. It seems as if she has one spot.
It just looks like one corner like that.
Right, near the window where natural light comes in, and she probably does it the same time every day during daylight and all of that.
What type of phone do you have?
I have a new phone now. I have a Samsung, what is this? An 20 S21. Is that what they call it?
I don't know if they have this app. It's called Lightstream, where it lets you like edit and make your pictures pop. It's called Lightstream. LIGHTSTR. Let me see.
Okay, I just Googled it. Let me see.
Sorry, Lightroom. LIGHT room. Lightroom.
Lightroom.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if they have that
app. I'm just sitting over here. I'm following people.
Okay, Adobe Lightroom.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Was somebody saying something?
Maud is on assignment. She said she's
following. I mean, this is gorgeous. Like, whose work
I
is
know
this?
her page is so beautiful. I'm just like,
whose work is this? Or somebody else?
No, that's
somebody
an inspiration.
An inspiration.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, somebody that I'm inspired by. So like her work is beautiful. Yeah. And the way she presents it too. So it's
and another
kind of
thing,
how.
Another thing, because you want to take inspiration and add your own spin on it.
Of course, definitely.
Your box, if you have your white box, a big one for sure.
For me, I like how it looks, but the all white background is not really me per se. So, but I like how clean, like they said, is the editing of the pictures that makes it looks crisp like that. For me, I like several, like if you go to my page, right, I tried to do that one time. Like I bought a bunch of if you go all the way down, I bought a bunch of background drops from Amazon, and I tried to take pictures with the background drop. I don't think I really got the hang of it, but okay, those ones, I did the background drops with the videos, the TikTok videos and stuff, but I couldn't sustain it, which is exactly what you're saying. I couldn't keep going. I felt like it was much more better looking, but I could not keep doing it.
I don't know, I was saying, you know how to do video. Like I've told you before, your video skills are amazing. Like your TikTok videos and all of that, you're on the right track with that. That is amazing because you're doing it and all one. But I don't know, for some reason, your quality, the lighting, or I don't know if you need to get a better light. It might be just the lighting. Because
it could be the lighting. That's what I'm saying. You can get one of those camera stands that you put your phone and it gives you the bright lights.
Ring lights. The ring lights.
Yeah, the ring lights. Yeah.
The big ones, not the small ones. The big ones.
Yeah, maybe I should do that. Yeah.
Because your page is not it's bad. Look at this, is great quality. This is clearer.
Yeah.
So I was saying that you can take it with a white background and then they can just add a backdrop. Like your virtual assistant can just add a backdrop to it. You see how I showed you that other one? And you could just tell them, hey, use a kitchen backdrop, use a wood backdrop, or they can just figure it out to use different types of backdrop that you want. And then they just carve out your cake and your cake is on there. When you have your company colors, whatever that color is, if it's pink, if it's teal, if it's whatever, all of them can just have that background.
That's true. Yeah. And that can be so I could go back and get all my pictures repurposed or
right.
Yeah, okay.
Right, like all your pictures can be repurposed, but now they will just.
And these ones that I have here, is this app that I registered for, like the pink, not this ones, the pink ones, the pink backgrounds. It's kind of like advertising, like the.
So with videos, and they would know that because with videos, when you're doing videos, it has to have a cover at the beginning. If not, it's gonna just show blank. And this, nobody's gonna click on that.
That's true.
So when you're doing the video editing, I learned that myself, that it's not gonna let you show unless you pick when you're posting the video, you have to edit it shows you trim video, cover video, blah blah blah. But if you want that professional look where it looks like that, then you have to add because I had to delete this video when I first posted it the first time. This is it right here. I think. No, not this one, but it looked like this. Nobody's gonna click on it. Now tell me why I haven't fixed that. I think I fixed it somewhere. I edited it. But yeah, so with this video, we had to add so there's a cover. This is a cover thing in the beginning.
Oh yeah, that's true.
And then that's how you see it that way.
Okay.
And then you can add inspirational stuff as well. Even though, you can have your videos on one side, your maybe cupcakes on one line, because hers, all she does is cake. You have a lot of different stuff. So all hers is only cake. You're more than that. You're doing a little bit of everything. So you can figure out a way, or ask your person to figure out a way where maybe one, like Mine was saying, maybe one rule is just your donut, your cupcakes, and blah, blah, blah.
They can do that, huh?
Yeah. You tell them the schemes that you want. That's what I showed you, the mobile beauties page. Like she chose, we changed it later, and it will change as much, the more inspiration you get, it changes. But I know when we started, like this, a different scheme. We started with, she would change it out to put it like in blocks. And then before, it used to be where it was just, you see, like this one is one row about the app, one row about reviews, one row about our actual customers. So there's different ways that you can tell them, and then you play with it and see which one you like and whatnot. So so she uses inspirational photos because the quality of some of our photos are low, are not good quality. So to make it look very good, we can tell her, hey, inspirational, and she puts it, and I made sure that she put it on here so that we don't have nobody trying to say nothing or whatever. But we put hair inspiration, but it still has our company color. It still has, something, whatever, to add to it. So they can do many, many things. So you can have inspirational, you can tell them that, okay, this is the page that I like. She can even get inspirations from there and tag her. There was one time we tagged somebody that was very famous, and they came and actually liked it, and they came and commented back.
Oh.
Yeah. So if you like her work, you can tell her, hey, I like this work or whatever, use some inspiration. So if she posts something, because there are a lot of future pages that have millions of followers and they are not posting their own content. They are only posting other people's content and giving them the credit. So use that to an advantage as well, because when somebody is Googling that or hashtagging that person, you may, just like it came up when Mine was talking about commenting, you show up on your own, on your hashtag, on your radar when other people are posting them. And you get a lot of likes that way. There was a picture that we tagged this company, this lady that does, Sydney, in timeout. There was this company that I just tagged your cup, I think, or something, their cup that I was using in a photo shoot, coffee cup by so-and-so. And we got a lot of likes because when they search that person, that celebrity, my post also comes up because I tagged her and I tagged her business to the post. I can't remember what post that is. So yeah. Any more questions, guys? So even here, we're following less people. So just go and unfollow all those friends, because by now, if they're not following you back, then they have no use. They're not buying. So
That's
you
true.
use the followers so that it just, even though it's low, because even though my thing here is low, but because it's lower, it still makes us look good,
Goodbye, Will Smith.
Anybody else has any?
Say goodbye, Will Smith. Somebody say goodbye, Will Smith.
I said it, Maud. Goodbye, Will Smith. Bye-bye.
Who's Will Smith?
Will Smith.
He died?
No, I just unfollowed him.
Unfollow.
Oh.
Girl, I definitely want to unfollow all those celebrities because it's not what am I
Right.
following them for?
You're
Right.
absolutely right. I'm about to unfollow Marla too. Where her page at?
And then your personal, we didn't talk about your personal page as well. Your personal page as well is important. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yes, because that's where you now put these things on here so that if somebody comes on here, they know what your businesses are. You can connect your friends now to your business, or new followers know now where, because you can't just leave your business. You have to connect the both, but then the both have to also make sense. Me, I get confused sometimes which one to post, whether it's this business, that business,
Right.
whatever. But you just, my personal page, I don't want it to look too professional because it's my personal page. So I
Correct.
do add natural photos and then mix with, unnatural photos so that it makes, I don't like people's personal page that is too professional. I don't trust them. For some reason, I just don't, I feel like they are not authentic. So for me, I like having those, average photos. Like this one was average photos that we took and I sent it to her and she did all of this. The background was regular background. You get, so she added those extra things on the back and posted it. This was 2 of our braiders that graduated beauty school. So with that one, and then I had to learn not to post too many family pictures. Now I post my kids a lot, but I post mostly the pictures that, the food, business related. They will help me sell. They will buy. They will sell for their future. So, so I use content. I reduce the amount of natural, or not all the picture that I will post on here. Once in a while, I post something because people like that. Kids, people you better use your kids if you have some to sell because people buy it. But have them holding something, have them sitting next to you, like you, Stephanie, with your baby. If you have them sitting next to your cake, those are the pictures that go viral than the normal pretty. People see pretty pictures all the time.
Yeah.
But they want to see those pictures, those videos that are like, little things that are just like, oh, okay. Because people buy, you're selling yourself first. You're selling you, and then they trust you now that what you're providing to them. Sometimes people just buy a story. They don't even buy because your content is your product is so amazing or whatever. So if you scroll down, I had a lot of kids things that I had to reduce doing. So I stopped doing them. And now it's like, I don't post too much. I still post them because they're part of us, but I post mostly. It's a huge difference from down here. These are when I used to post. And it was just okay. It's just all over the place. You can't really tell what I do. You can't really tell what it is that you see what I mean? Like you can't really tell anything, once in a while I throw something, but it doesn't make any sense that I'm doing something that can attract somebody. But if you come in the top here where we started doing, you come here, you're like, oh, okay, she teaches people something. Okay, she has okay. There are little quotes here and there and and whatever. And trust me, do not mind the likes. It's not the likes, so it is not. There's a picture, which picture? And it will be the simplest picture. So this is the picture that I used, that I boosted, Instagram ads. Instagram ads, I don't know if anybody wants to learn about that as well. This is the photo that I used to gain like 30 students for my webinar. This photo, you would think that it's you would think it would be like a fantastic photo shoot. You would think it's even this one. I'm like, cute. The products are there. No, it's the simplest thing because with this one, food businesses are they're always looking for packaging. I didn't know that. I just said, let me try. I tried like 3 different pictures to boost them with Instagram ads. And you can do that with Instagram ads. So with that, that's the picture that if I have any students that came in through here, that's the pictures that I use. But you try different photos out. I would have thought, this photo is cute, but it was not the highest one that brought in more people that were interested. So you try different, you boost your post on Instagram here and there, the ones that you want to see, like inspirational. I would have not thought of doing this. And she's the one that posted all of this. I didn't tell her none of this, so we just knew the goal, and she knows that, okay.
I need to revamp my whole Instagram page then.
Yeah. No, don't do it yourself. Hire. I'll just give you guys the secret. I didn't say this. I said hire.
Oh no, yeah, I'm definitely not gonna do it myself. I don't even have the time to do that.
Right. So hire, and then we have the different circles and highlights here. But then you need to figure out, okay, I bake, let's say for you, you can say, okay, I make delicious custom cakes for all events, big and small.
Yeah.
That's it. So if I come to your page, yes, I'm looking about your personal life, but I also see your business up here. So I can go on there and say, oh, you do this, da, 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 da. And then, you know, it's easy to do it. Any other questions? Mona Lisa, you're on here. I need you to say something. I got people on here that I haven't, I didn't know were on here. Any other questions or concerns or anything that somebody does not understand? I think I hope I've made this as easy as possible to save you time this year. If no assignment else, I would say everybody do a professional photo shoot, whatever that business is, or if it's your personal brand like you, Jessica, I know you is more of a personal brand thing. So all what we're saying about business, you know, it will be mostly, you know, your personal page and then your brand, which you still need to separate. Because before when I started, I was only using Mobile Beauty's page. So which didn't make any sense. And that's why I was mixing family and hair and all of that. It didn't make any sense till then I created my own personal page.
Yeah, I definitely want to. I'm starting from scratch with that, so there's no followers at all. But I do definitely want to keep that separated because of the nature of it.
Yeah, but you cross relate, because I've had businesses from people that followed my personal page. You cross, you know, of course you cross pollinate or whatever they call it, cross, you know, do that or whatever. But yeah, and save the names as well. The names also matter. So I don't know. I mean, I think everybody got that part. Nobody has a weird name on here, but the name that you use is important. I've had to change Entis iPhones, like when I changed the business name. So try to at least save the name that you want to use. If you're looking into starting your business this year, go at least and save the name that you want to use. I'm sure everybody, if you don't know how to do that, then just YouTube a video on how to create your Instagram name. But yeah, at least save the name, even if you have not yet started a business. I have so many names on here that I don't even use, that they have at this point, they have hacked the account. I don't even care. I had done, they have, where is it? I don't even know, maybe they have kicked me out. This one, this used to be my page. Somebody else has hacked it and I don't even know who this is, but I don't care. It's okay. So yeah. Any more questions or suggestions?
So how do we get in contact with the virtual assistant?
That means you missed the first part.
I came in late. Yeah.
You came in late. I will send you the replay, but you go on Fiverr.com.
Fiverr. Okay.
Yeah. You go on Fiverr, just to recap, and you can post a request on here, or you can just literally search what you're looking for. Social media, and it will come up, social media manager. And then you test out 2 to 3 people, you know, for a little bit for 3 days, test them out and see which one you best communicate with and which one delivers the kind of work you're looking for. You give them an inspiration, you have your inspiration page, give it to them. You give them a few pictures and you see what they do, give them instructions and you see what they do, then you choose the best one that suits you.
Okay.
And then what they will do is then you have to, you know, use a posting, I suggested Buffer. Buffer is, you pay $15 a month to use for the schedule, because they will need a scheduling platform. So Buffer, I use Buffer, and this is what they use, where you can see what they're working on, what they're posting. And they use this to send out automatic, because they don't do it every day. They take a day out of the week and they post for that week or post for that 2 weeks.
Can they do campaigns and can they do like email campaigns? So I know there's something okay.
Yeah, I have some students on here that I got that we do email. So mine does MailChimp campaigns and all of that, or email campaigns. They do all of that. So if that's something you want, whatever your description of your business is, that's why I like the doing the requests, because you can add the description of what it is that you want for your business. So you can post the request, and then sellers will reach out to you if they know that they are a good fit. So you can put here, I'm looking for blah, 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 somebody who is good at, somebody with experience editing photos, somebody with email marketing experience. You can list all those different things that you really want your virtual assistant to have, so that you get a good quality of people that reach out to you. And then when they reach out to you, it will look something like this. And you can just kind of go through. This is the one I used to get my virtual. You see 14 review offers. you kind of look, they'll send you, I think I'm a good fit. It's just like hiring, you know, for any regular job. You look at the different price point, you try 3 people out. And then after those days, you see the one that communicates well, the one that understands English and understands your vision. You pick your company colors, you know, it's good to have company colors so that they know what they're working with. It's important.
Okay.
Any other questions before we close out? All right, guys, thank you guys so much. Anybody who is interested in the masterclass or any business coaching, really, it can be one-on-one, it can be just trying to figure out a strategy on what to do, how to save money doing business, because I know the cheapest, I do it for the cheapest. I don't do the expensive is once in a while, but it's media, it's the economical points, and it's from, you know, learning the hard way and stuff like that. So if you need any one-on-one coaching, or trying to figure out what your vision for this year is for your business and how you can connect your giftings with creating a business. That's my giftings, is helping people activate your inactive gifts. So if it's something that you cannot pinpoint what that thing is, what business should you start, how to go about it, how do you start? And how do you start figuring out, how do you also present it in the cheapest way possible, where you still look professional?
Yeah.
Because this is something that people pay thousands of dollars, hundreds of dollars per month for somebody you in America would charge the last person I spoke to was $350 to handle only my Facebook page, not even all my social media, $350 per month. And that's on the low end. So if you don't know these little things, when you hear things like that, then you think that, oh my God, I'm just gonna wait till the year that I make $1 million or whatever. Meanwhile, it's just lack of knowledge. There are ways to do things on the cheaper that fits your budget. So if you need that, reach out to me and we will go from there. But thank you guys so much for taking the time out and for all the knowledge that we've shared on here. Minette, thank you for your input. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. This was very helpful. Thank you.
So any other thing that anybody wants to discuss, we can do another workshop. If you want to learn something else that I didn't talk about, definitely reach out to me. And if we have the time, we definitely can do another workshop. So that is it. Thank you guys. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.